Would we be less neurotic if we spent a little bit more time saying, yeah, I'm gonna die? And research supports that. Acceptance of this seems to be the key to living well, living authentically. And they identify 3 types of acceptance. There are 3 different types of death acceptance. That's what they call it. Now, what research also tells us is that another thing that kind of helps us with this death anxiety is acceptance, plain and simple. Acceptance of death reduces death anxiety and probably supports a better existential position, okay? The question here is, would we be less neurotic, I suppose, if we spent a little bit more time saying, yeah, I'm gonna die, and research supports that. Acceptance of this seems to be the key to living well, living authentically. And they identify 3 types of acceptance. There are 3 different types of death acceptance. That's what they call it. There is escape acceptance. So this is kind of saying death is like the final way out of the suffering of one's life. Okay, it's a way out of suffering. There is approach acceptance, and this is the sense that, okay, I can approach death contentedly because I believe that the afterlife is going to be good. The afterlife is going to be better. Okay? And then there is neutral acceptance. And this kind of views death as almost a natural part of life, just like many other things. We only have so much control, and we can accept this because it's neither good nor bad. Death simply is. Now, I think depending on how we are experiencing life in a particular moment, we could probably all identify with elements of each of these. Rachel Menzies notes that while these all actually have benefits, any acceptance of death is actually good for us. Neutral acceptance tends to yield the most benefits, to kind of see death as neither good nor bad. Death simply is. In fact, if we think about this and we go back to, say, older times, we know that in societies around their death rituals, it was very common that there would be emotions and expressions of grief and somberness, but they used to be mixed with positive emotions, joy, happiness, celebration, that these could coexist. And I think that might be really what we're trying to kind of understand, that death can be both. It's a paradox. And the afterlife may indeed be good, depending on what our beliefs are. We can bear and manage conflicting feelings, somberness, grief, and celebration of life. And by doing this, by experiencing this commingling of emotions, really what we are saying to each other is that we are okay with the unknown. We're okay with the mystery. We're okay with the fact that we're not certain, we don't know.